Hey, welcome back to the channel. We have something to install on the snowmobile. We got a Backwoods rear bumper that we're going to put on. So just a little overview of what we're going to be doing to install this. Very first, the tool you're going to need to remove the stock bumper is a T25. You are going to need some way to uninstall the two right next to the rear light that are kind of difficult. After those are uninstalled, we're going to drill out the holes that we need, and if you have access to a rivet gun, I definitely would recommend one because there's a lot of rivets that we're about to do. So let's get into uninstalling the bumper. First thing we got to do is raise up the sled. So this is a homemade sled lift built with a little trailer jack. Hook it up with your drill here and you can raise your sled right up. That should make things a lot easier. I definitely should have used this for the wrap, but I wasn't thinking about it. It was sitting on the wall. So let's come back here and I'll show you the hardest part of this entire install. So Polaris engineering was really nice and put in these two bolts right here and here. They're impossible to get to with a normal drill. So what I did is I got a T25 and a 1/4 inch wrench, and you have to put them in here, get your Torx bit locked in like so. And then you take the open end of your wrench here and starting to spin it. It's the only way I've found that I can get in there. I'm sure there's a better way, but I don't have the tool for it. So this one's pretty slow, but once you get these two removed, it speeds up a lot quicker. All right, once you got those two annoying bolts back here by the taillight removed, now we're gonna go underneath with the screw gun here. You got all these in here. They just line each side, and these are quick and easy. Just lock into those. These ones are a little harder to get to, but as far as taking off a stock bumper, Polaris has made this one about as painless as any I've ever done. And I believe that's it. So there's your stock bumper. One thing that's kind of cool is you didn't actually destroy anything. If you want to try to sell this, you can. I've got two of them now and I've posted them for like basically nothing and nobody's bought them. So must not be the only one taking these off. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to grab one of the side pieces of the bumper. And we've got a few black rivets right here. You have the existing holes from the stock bumper. So we're going to grab a clamp. This is pretty crucial, just temporarily. Grab one of your smaller black rivets here. Line up the bumper with some of the existing stock holes. Okay, got one there, got one there. Once you got two lined up, just go ahead and throw a clamp on it so it'll stay. And then you can go and line up all of the existing stock holes. So once you have the stock holes lined up, you can go ahead and punch in these three rivets. We'll go ahead and do that real quick. And this is why you get a rivet gun. Makes quick work of these, especially when you have to have this many rivets done on something. I've replaced a few tunnels and done quite a few of these bumpers, and this rivet gun makes quick work. So once you've got those done, don't need the clamp anymore. That's set in place. But every single one of these holes all along here now needs to be drilled out for their own rivet. So we got a lot of drilling to do. And we'll go on the other side and get the other side in to this exact same spot. So we're on the other side and it's going to be just an exact repeat. Line up your stock holes. Give it a clamp. And I love how this is looking so far with the red. I think it's really going to make the bumper stick out with the wrap. But once you have those set, we'll grab the rivet gun here. And again, we don't want to do the top ones because they're going to be covered by a different rivet with the handle. But we'll line this up. Get that held on there to hold alignment. And I missed one there, so I'm just going to pull this guy here, put it there. So next we have the grab bar portion. They have a different rivet. So there's already one on the bottom here on each side that's from the existing bumper. So you can get that to align just like that. And same thing on the other side. We'll go ahead and see if we can push this one in. Just like that. So once you get those done, then you can rivet those, kind of locks everything into place, and then we'll start drilling all the holes. Now that we have all of the rivets that we were able to do without drilling holes out installed, now there's nothing left to do but drill a whole bunch of holes in your brand new snowmobile. So it's a 3/16 drill bit. You just align it right with the hole, start drilling. Safety first always. Don't want to get any metal shards in your eyes, so make sure you got your sweet pair of safety glasses. All right, I think that's everything for one side. So let's start throwing some rivets in it. So one thing I'm gonna do before I rivet all this, there's a lot of metal shards on here, and I don't wanna have to have any of those behind the bumper. I forgot I'm wearing these awesome safety glasses. But if I rivet it right now and have some of those shards behind it, then I'll never get them out. So I'm gonna clean this all out, and then I'll start throwing all the rivets in. All right, now that I got the only tool that my wife knows how to use in the garage, let's clean this up. All right, let's throw some rivets in here, and then we'll throw the rivet gun at it, make quick work of it. Last one for this side. There's half of it completely installed. Looks pretty sweet. All right, last steps of the install. Got this side all drilled, ready to rivet. We're gonna throw this on here and the install will be complete. Well, there you have it, guys. Backwoods bumper installed, matches perfectly, increases strength, looks good. The grab bar is way more functional than the stock one. You can actually lift it out of the snow when you're stuck, which for a guy like me happens all the time. But Deviant Ink wrap, Backwoods bumpers, man, they go together. They look absolutely perfect. The red on it is Indie red. That's what all my graphics are in red, and the bumper. And what do you guys think? Does it look better? Was it worth it? I think so. Get a rivet gun on there. Took all but 20 minutes to install. Super easy, and honestly the hardest part of the entire install is just getting out the screws from the factory that go right there. but to reinstall the rivets, it's a piece of cake. So thanks for watching, guys. Can't wait for the snow to start showing up. It's in the mountains. Took a hike on Friday, and yeah, I was walking on like 4 inches of snow. So before you know it, we're going to be riding in the mountains. Stay tuned.